Look, it kind of looks like tofu. I was going to say rude, but you've been courteous enough. Courteous? Good one. Agreed, tofu looking ass. Whoa, Chibi. Chibi, why are you talking bad about my boy Tofu? Chibi. Am I gonna have to ban you for that? Look at me, asswipe. How you going? Bring us Maple. I don't know where she is. Maple. 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 What Karanai? Barramundi changed colours, by the way, Tofu? Tofu the fish is a different colour every time I see him. How do you know it's him, then? Yes, and I questioned how these very oddly specific things resonate with you. Irashaimase. Ah, kettle is hot. That hurt my fingers. The button-up shirt plus gym shorts combo is powerful. These are not gym shorts. These are pajamas. Do they really look like gym shorts? They're his dojo shorts? Yeah, that's right. What would a Barramundi's reason for changing colours? Maybe they're not gym shorts? Yeah. Poor fingies. What happened to your fingers? I see. Congratulations, I am now an unskippable cutscene. Good. Tell us. That is the usual attire. Your fingers, you doofus, you just burned them? Did I? Mayhaps you're right. The shorts plus button-up shirt combo is killing me. Music is lovely. Oh. My apologies. Thank you for letting me know. I know, it's always so fascinating to me. Now snort it. Snort the crumbs that I just wiped up. Not happening. I gotta pee. I'll be back in a second. Alright, let me read the barramundi are spectacular fish because they're one of the few aquatic creatures that can survive and thrive in both the saltwater and freshwater environment. This means they can live in a river or the ocean. Many fish cannot do this. Barramundi are also incredibly adaptable and they're very pretty. There are 4 circumstances where they change colour. The first is mating. Tofu the fish is particularly silver in the morning when he's doing his love dance and trying to mac on the ladies. His love dance is furiously swimming around a goldfish trying to get her to notice him. I do this, but in subtler, more open-ended ways. Barramundi are darker in freshwater and lighter in saltwater, so the type of environment they're in causes colour changes. They also change colour when they're stressed, either when they're sick or distressed, but they turn almost completely black. It's very bad. Do you yell, "You got served" at the end? Almost completely black. Only after the 3rd date. What is beeping furiously? God knows. What are you? Where are you coming from? Have yourself a drink. You deserve it. Also, it has come to my attention that I shan't be streaming more video games after this, because tonight's Wednesday, and Wednesday is my hangout night. So I'll be hanging out with my friends, because, yeah, I have friends. Woohoo! Jared is sometimes one of those friends. I mean, to be fair, you've been live for 9 hours, bro. Have I? Oh, yeah, it's been 9.5 hours. No wonder you guys were asking if I'm okay. I'm chilling. I could have easily gone for another, 5 hours after this, but alas. Technically, you are Tofu the fish. What did I miss? Barramundi also turned yellow for an unknown reason, but we actually believe it to be genetic. Literally went to bed in the middle of your stream? That's true. I have to nip in the bud the initial gut comment I wanted to make. Was it? No, it was race related. See, Tofu can't help but want to say William with R's. After staying up late for you, you just cook tofu? For shame. True. Didn't say that. You don't have to. William with R's? I can't. Dude, yeah, Tofu. I actually read it out my first stream. Tofu just typed it and I just full on said it. Not good. Anyways, don't ask me about fish because I become an unskippable cutscene. We like unskippable cutscenes about fish. I like fish. It may not be obvious, but I have a bit of autism, and that means I enjoy learning facts. Marine biology is my special interest. It is mine as well. When I was a scuba fisherman and I had a cleaner wrasse clean my butt cheeks, that's crazy. Also, you were a scuba fisherman? That's sick. I mean, whilst I'm not, hot on fishing in general, I think, doing it yourself, pole and line, and actually, like, swimming, and I guess in that sense, what's it? The gun thing? The gun thing? I don't remember what it's called. Spear gun? That's the name. You have your PADI cert? So do I. I have my, I did have my advanced diver's license, but it would be expired by now because I haven't dove in, I think the time limit is like 5 years. Thousands of dives? Damn, that's thousands more than me. I've got like a dozen dives at most. That's pretty cool. I've been nibbled on by fish. I don't remember what fish they were. They were the small, they were kind of like angelfish. Maybe they were angelfish. Okay, Google. Show me angelfish.
According to Wikipedia, Pterophyllum is a small genus of freshwater fish from the family Cichlidae known to most aquarists as angelfish.
Freshwater?
All Pterophyllum species originate in the Amazon Basin, Orinoco Basin and various rivers in the Guiana Shield in tropical South America.
Yeah, probably not angelfish. Some fish in Australia, in the ocean. I was snorkeling with Dad, and there was along a break wall, there was a rope kind of like wedged in the sand and the rocks at the bottom. So I swam down and I grabbed onto it and I just sat there for like a minute. And these little fish with a similar shape to angelfish, but they were the black and yellow striped ones, I think. They just kind of swam up and they started nibbling at my like shoulders and stuff. It was very cute, tickled, felt weird, but it was fun. Don't some people deliberately get their feet nibbled? Yes. To clean off the dead skin. Yeah, it's a health thing. Some fish are known for eating parasites and dead skin. Yeah. fish often have symbiotic relationships with, large fish and large aquatic non-fish that they get a lift from and clean off the parasites. They get the feed from eating the parasites, and the non-fish gets free of parasites. Or fish, depending. Cleaner wrasse are very beautiful. Rainbow colored gradient with black stripes. Yeah, they are. What a rancid stove. I think I have to clean my stove. I'm sorry, gang. That's a whole ass chickpea and corn. What are they doing here? You see, fishes don't have feet. Curiously led to their feet fet. Yes, you're right. It's the lack of feet on fish that led to their foot fetish. That's why they like nibbling toes. Could you please confirm or deny this, Emmy? Yeah, I didn't think so. At least that's what Little Mermaid taught me. That fish have a foot fetish because they don't have feet. Yeah. I was watching something unholy. Say that again. Fish have a foot fetish because they don't have feet. Look at this toe. Isn't it neat? You wouldn't have guessed I have a fetish for feet. Fresh bar, bro. Ariel was like, screw freedom of speech. Give me feet. I don't like this question. Just remember that we don't have any paper towels. Crap. That makes this a bit harder. Your phone knows? What does my phone knows? fresh new lyrics to Little Mermaid songs, an entire marine biology degree to answer feet fish questions in a Twitch stream. That's how it goes. You know, for a long time, if I typed Lamal on my phone, the next word suggestion was Kona. Truth. BRB driving, good luck. Tokyo drifting. You are exactly where you were supposed to be. Is this what Drake meant when he said God's plan or whatever it is that Drake says? I need a max win. Me too. It's actually crazy the amount of women on Hinge that are like, I'll fall for you if you have a foot fetish. Like, are they just trying to fucking set up an OnlyFans? Are they trying to get like like an agent? Do people like having their feet worshipped? I don't want people to be looking at my feet. I mean, I'm not disturbed by it, that's why I don't wear fucking slippers or anything. But don't stare. This is how you know Kona is hip with it. Some fish have pectoral fins that function as feet, only fins. I seriously considered selling feet pics, not gonna lie. Someone as sexy as you could easily pull it off. You know how I joke about starting an OnlyFans? Sometimes it doesn't feel like a joke. I have cute, dainty feet for a guy and could pass for a girl's. That's crazy. I would buy a set just to support. Doing it to support a friend. Exactly. My ex sent me a picture of what I thought was her foot. I was like, cute, and she said, that's your foot, dumbass? That would have been good. My feet are not small and dainty. No, yeah, that's straight up Kona's alley. Kona the goat. Wow, look at that. It's all clean now. It's all clean now. It's gonna be like 7 o'clock and I still haven't finished. Still haven't started. It's 6:38. Oh my god. Oh fuck, I forgot satisfying job. I mean, I like to satisfy. Nice job cleaning. Why did you say that in 2 separate comments? What did you mean by the first comment if not the same thing as the second? Suspicious. She suss out my pishes. That doesn't even make sense. Really shows your range in the kitchen. I feel like I'm just gonna end up being a house husband because I'm never gonna get a job. I need a sugar mummy. Any sugar mummies in chat? Yeah, dude, my gas is roaring. His secret cone, he's always gonna blow up. You guys don't even know how bricked up I was before I entered the kitchen stream. You done yet? I'm gonna put the snacking tomatoes. It's quieter now. It's done. Kettle's done. I'm gonna put them in the oven, I think. It's cooking my brain just a tad bit. I do apologize. It's unfortunately quite loud. Ew. Produced. I was going to say the only tip I have to give you is be really passionate about what you want to do. There is one thing that I want to do, and I'm going to uni for it, so. My boss said that he hired me because I wouldn't shut up about octopus. Incredible. I love octopus. As an animal, not a food. Can't really put my finger in this, can I? I'm gonna add the rice and then kind of like balance it with a bit more water. Become the unskippable cutscene. Oh wow, that's far too much water than we ever needed. Dump some of that out. That's too much and you will die. I'll make sure of it. Oh, they do want me to cook it uncovered, so maybe that's why they asked for the extra water. Well, if it's uncovered, then more of it's going to evaporate off, so we'll actually add it back in. And if it doesn't work, then oh well. He's a really grumpy old man, but he told me that because I was so passionate, he thought I'd do a really good job raising and caring for the fish. That's exactly what it's about. Bring back passion for jobs. People shouldn't be hired because they need a job. They should be hired because they want the job. You know? And that's not to say that you shouldn't be hiring people. What I mean by that's not a fault of the people. It's a fault of the system. People need to be incentivized to do what they want. Yeah, exactly. You're really good at raising and caring for the fish. Reject work, commit crime. But I am in trouble if that is the case. I have no passion. That is true. You do have no passion. You have an enjoyment for playing video games. You have an enjoyment for the work you do, just not a passion. There's a market for do-nothing buddies in Japan. Jared doesn't want to have to go out with people. You have a passion for playing Magic the Gathering. Time to enter some tournaments and make money that way. That falls under the same level as gaming? Yeah. Just an enjoyment. Yeah, but you literally don't talk, you just sit with someone and could just be reading a book the whole time and get paid? Hey, that sounds like a job for me. Might have to look into do-nothing buddies and then move to Japan. Oh, I forgot to set a timer. Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes.
Sure, 12 minutes. And we're starting now.
Just start it. Don't say and we're starting now. Just start it. Alright, Emmy, you just have to replace his tag. Put his tag in another fish. Or you just pretend he died and dispose of him. Loki, why I wanted to work in a library? I'd love to work in a library. Didn't know there was a book on it. I have the book on my bookshelf. Isn't it called Rental Person? Is it a book about a person doing that? Because there are the rental people. But there's a recent movie in cinemas called Rental Family, and it's really good. It stars Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser plays a Japanese guy. I would have to mutilate him to take the tag off. I'm not sure I can bring myself to do that. Yeah, don't do that. But what about the pretend he died strat? But you gotta let him first, as you say, bust a nut. That movie was good, both beautiful and sad in parts, truly. Just paste his flesh back on, true. I pretend he died, we would still have the problem with the tag that's on him when I smuggle him home. But they won't be checking for the tag once he's dead, would they? The tag is in the system, so it would indeed say Tofu the fish is at Emmy's house. Oh shit. And I'll get questions like, why is this dead fish at your house? And you'd be like, oh, I wanted to eat him. Wait, don't your fish get sold to, like, food places? What happens to the tag? Does it get removed by the chef or something? I presume they know about the tags. They work with fish. Hire a hacker man and spoof the location? True. Do you really want to know the answer to that? Yeah. Should I not want to know the answer to that? You should be careful with the questions you ask. I swear that's not the first time you've said that. I'm gonna keep the juices because they're nice.
Rice.
Hey man, rice indeed.
Brown.
No, white.
White.
White. Many of the fish are killed before they get sold or mutilated before they get sold. I see. I thought selling them fresh was better. Maybe they have their reasons. Enjoy the next 6 months, Tofu, me and him both. Amen. Mutilated means the fish is alive but can't swim because they cut the tag off, which is typically on the fin. Oh, I see. Damn. Fish can't swim on one fin. That is unfortunate. Upright death card is just a fresh start. Tofu will be fine. He'll be fine. The ones that are sold that are alive and mutilated, I'd prefer them dead, I think. Would probably be more humane. Tofu is going to a farm upstate in 6 months. That's so sad. We all know what the farm refers to. I don't know what to think about it. That's why I said you should be careful with the questions you ask. Fair enough. Didn't they say it's better not to name them so you don't get attached? Yeah. Generally. That's what I've heard. I remember in the anime Silver Spoon, the main character named the pig and he had to turn him into bacon later. Yikes. Silver Spoon made me cry. I do not know it. It is your love for animals. I don't remember much from the show, but I did finish it. It was 2013 or something. Interesting. I was incredibly sad when he turned the pig into bacon, and then he ate it. I could never. Did he eat it with tears in his eyes because he was sad, but also because the bacon was so delicious? Imagine. One must imagine. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. He did, and I thought it was messed up. I don't see why you'd cry over bacon being tasty, but to each their own. When we went to an island resort, there was a cute small piggy there, and I was like, oh, later that night when we served Lashon, and I was like, wait a fucking minute. I think he cried because he also put a ton of work into processing himself, and it was a bittersweet moment for him. Yeah. Beep boop, welcome back, computer. We had a question for you. No, we didn't. We had a request for you, but we won't. You squirreled so hard. Incredible. You're not a computer girl, you're a squirrel girl. Yeah, like the superhero squirrel girl that no one knew about until Marvel came out. Marvel Rivals. Because he had raised the pig from a baby and knew that he could never keep it, but in the anime they literally show him he actually cured it, smoked it, and so on. Damn, that's a sad depiction of their friendship. How tragic. Audio only, this is tragic. How I'll ever know when Sweatshirt Man graces us with his presence. He's sitting outside. Do you have a crush on Sweatshirt Man? Long-haired Sweatshirt Man? All I knew about her, she's so OP, I fucking love her. Who is? Huh? Okay, Google, stop. Oh, Squirrel Girl. Right. Okay, Google, stop. Fucking dumb bastard. Anime stories do be loving putting things into perspective using mundane procedural special interests like that. Man, stop fucking reading so fast. Oh, writing so fast. You rejected me, so on to the next man in the aquarium? Did I? Oh, apologies. I think this is a good time to tell you all I haven't had fish since I started uni. Understandable. Get it, boss, I support you. I wanted to make a male in the kitchen joke earlier, but failed. I thought this was your purvey. You mean purview? It's okay, Sweatshirt Man likes to pretend he hates me, but we know what's up. Can't focus on everything at once. Too much stuff going on in the kitchen. Oh well, there's no water to drain. Rip. Sense. He's a tsundere type. You've been on for so long, I woke up, got ready for work, and now I'm clocking out. Classic. Enjoy not working. Need a little chopping board for my computer. What did happen to the little chopping board after it broke? Mayhap someone threw it out. I wouldn't blame them. It was broke after all. I know it's in him. Stay tuned to see how things unfold. Imagine busting nuts. Imagine clogging out. Imagine busting nuts. Haha. Don't worry, boss. I've known Booker for almost 5 years and he's always this way. I loved how insincere Booker's apology was regarding his rejection of me. Was it insincere? My apologies. Did we ever get eyes on Maple? I saw her briefly. Is it an insincere apology or is it just a depressed apology? Low energy and all that ting. Your apologies for an apology were more sincere than the original apology. I see. He's a world-class apologist. He's okay. I've seen better. What's TPB? The racism? What happened? Wait, who's being racist? No, what am I doing? I'm setting a timer. Temperature timer. Air fry. 200. 8 minutes. I'm moving you guys over here. I wonder if my mic's directional. Alright. Do I read chat or do I just keep cooking and let you guys do your own thing? The Princess Bride? I love that movie. Oh, I forgot about this. Seeds. Just kind of just chilling in the oven. Welcome back, Savvy. You have about as much context as I do. That's not true, I've got a tiny bit more. It's a mighty fine cleave you've got there. Thank you. I like it because it's large. It can do a lot of things. Even things it's not meant to be doing. I still use it for that. That's what she said. Amen, brother. Ow! Ooh. Alright, guys. Hot kitchen tip. Don't touch a 200 Celsius air fryer. That hurts. Thanks, man. Good script today. You saying this is scripted? Fake chef and me more chef hands? You right. How am I doing this in here? It's very awkward. Hey, good catch. Thanks, man. Are you double frying the tofu? Just single frying. I mean, I guess it's double fried, probably pre-cooked. There's a lot of coals. Large enough. Phone needs prescription? Oh, right, yeah. Similarly, oven trays that have just recently come out of the 240 degrees Celsius oven are in fact hot. Don't hold them with your bare hand. I can because I am, as they say, a chef. Did tofu agree to be double fried? Damn, tofu fried. Get it like a marijuana joke. Consent is key. Bubu has perpetual permission to fry me as many times as he wants. Giggity and deep. You don't even know how much that turned me on tofu. I'll be silent. Get a room. I got one. I'm in it right now. You're watching me in it. Man, this is an incredible little stand I've got right in front of me, eh? That's for 3 AM VCs. Aluga. Ow. That's hot. Also, I'm home now, but I didn't say goodbye to Tofu because it's being fed by my coworker, and I don't want my coworkers to know I have a personality. We demand SS, man. Whoa, whoa, Emmy. Take that back. Roll that back. Rewind. Pause. Sweatshirt is what she meant. She does have an ass for days. You're right, Mr. C-Star. SS is a Nazi sign. Yeah, it is. You'd think with how much Americans are taught to hate Nazis, they'd be better at spotting that they're, half their politicians are Nazis. like Americans learn more about that kind of history than we do, though. I learned a lot of Australian history. I agree. For example, the Emu War. I love the Emu War. I know about the Emu War, but that's just because I have an internet connection and undiagnosed ADHD. There's no way I'm not. As I like to say, untested, but no one's guessing. Ooh, gangster. Nice music switch. This is the same music. This is Lovesick. All of the music that we listen to when I'm cooking is Nujabes. Okay, y'all, I should probably go Mimi's. I have to go outside tomorrow. Today. Ooh, it's already today. Yeah, you should definitely sleep well. Thanks for sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, except the other day when it felt like a fine dining playlist. Yeah, true. Can't believe the Earth is round. What did I put on the other day? Oh, I put on imperfection. No, whatever my hold music is, my transitioning music. I put that on and then did the radio. Good night, computer. Welcome to Wednesday, boss. Oh yeah, you're right. Chat overlay is missing. What's that all about? Everybody gangster till he gotta go plug his computer in. Oh, excuse me. Where do I plug it in? If anyone sees Sweatshirt Man, please give him smooches from me. Okay. He's not wearing a sweatshirt today, by the way, but I know who you're talking about. The man, temporarily known as T-Shirt Man, is not in the house today. Instead, we have his sister, sleeping girl, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call her. We will visually double check if Buku does, as you call it, give him smooches. Well, I'm not gonna give him the smooches. I'll tell him that you give smooches. Oh, speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear. Hey, man, known as Sweatshirt Man from formerly wearing a sweatshirt. Computer girl sends her smooches. She's gone to bed, so she can't give you them directly. So I have to get them for you.
Good night, computer girl. Rip Bozo.
Rip Bozo indeed. The boss said, please give him smooches, not tell him I gave him smooches.
Oh. I think I'm good, thanks.
Come here. Come here.
What do you call it? Eggplant. Plum. One of them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I've had 2 so far. Now I have a 3rd.
Nice.
I'll save that one for later. That's not a smooch. I don't know how to smooch. Sorry, I'm a virgin. Thanks for mocking me, but you know, it is what it is. Air smooch, unreciprocated. Careful or the big net's going to come haul you away. Bro, virgins know how to smooch. Kiss for the first time and you intuitively know. I haven't kissed for the first time, so I don't intuitively know. He's kissed multiple women, so he's also a liar. Me? No, I have not. You've seen enough material to know from instinct. One must hope. Did none of the dates you go on end on a kiss? Correct. Was only a kiss? How did it end up like this? Now she's calling a cab. That's all I know. Mate, you met up with a girl 2 times and you didn't kiss her? I would be thoroughly insulted. Meet her again and tell her you forgot to kiss. They agreed to just be friends. Correct. Gonna split? Friggin' hard to type while holding a tiny human and swaying for dear life? Good luck. Platonic kiss. I struggle to see kisses as platonic. Kiss the homies goodnight. You're right, I take it back. Oh, hey. The things. This one is Lovesick Part 4. You can tell because he said Part 4. I'm partial to Lovesick Part 2 Acoustica. I know Lovesick Part 2, I don't know the Acoustica version. Lovesick Part 2 Acoustica. Or is it just all Acoustica? Add to queue. Oh no, okay. Acoustica is a version of it. What does it entail? Haruka Nakamura is the artist. tribute album to Nujabes after he passed. Rest in peace to the GOAT. I think part 5 is my personal favourite. Makes me very sad. And, you know, for some reason I like songs that make me sad. Emotional excess do be healthy from time to time. Grab yourself a drink. You deserve it. There's a song from Siambon that I only listen to when I feel enamored or infatuated. Ray Chicago. Ray Chicago. Food looks good, thank you. I'm looking forward to eating it. It's in katakana? Yeah. What thing's my computer doing? Is it a lag or a sound thing? It's plugged in. It's just on your end. I keep them on their toes. That's pretty decent. There's a tiny hint of wasabi for some reason, despite me not adding the wasabi peas, which is kind of odd. I'm not fond of wasabi. I don't like the taste, nor the feeling it gives me. It might be. Could also just be me imagining wasabi based on a mix of other flavors, such as the cabbage, the cherry tomato, the soy sauce in the sauce. In this song, his wife dies. This subject, the presumably the persona of the singer. Each episode of Lovesick kind of follows a story, as far as I can tell, of, you know, this guy meeting this lady and falling in love with her and getting married. And one episode is about how a past love tries to get with him, but he's already married to this lady. And then this episode, or song, is about her dying. And if memory serves, the next one is him getting over it, or like kind of like moving on sort of thing. I don't remember entirely. I could also just be talking out of my arse. They should. The Story of Lovesick, as written by Shingo 2. So my Lovesick hexalogy came with a small notebook with the lyrics and a history of Lovesick written inside. The transcribed version lays below. Lovesick. We all know that love can be sickening. That true love, it turns your world upside down. A feeling that can transform your constitution and render you helpless. How long that dreamlike infatuated period will last, whether days, years, or a lifetime, is entirely up to you. It's all timing though. You can't have a plan on it. One day when you look back, everything makes sense and scripted. Are simply a happenstance, or do we attract each other? things included, by metaphysical means. Love defies formula. It borders on insanity and spirituality. No matter how slim the chances, once you meet the love of your life, you might just end up creating something that may outlast your lifetime. I first dedicated Lovesick to the goddess of music in the end of 2000, and 15 years later we have a 6-part series, Hexalogy. There is a certain voice that unites the chapters, a character if you will. The way Lovesick is spelled, as in the Latin sick for a misspelled quote, symbolizes how it wasn't a straightforward love song. There's a layer of obscured honesty. Obviously, there's many classic hip-hop songs in the form of love letters, such as LL Cool J's I Need Love, or Common's I Used to Love H.E.R. But to me it was important to write something personal, a song that spoke about my own vulnerability about wanting to have a lasting relationship with music. At the time I wasn't really keen on writing mellow songs, since I was more inclined to the West Coast underground freestyle scene. One day, Nujabes emailed me about wanting to collaborate for a 12-inch single. I had no idea who he was or where he came from. I was actually surprised to find out that he was a Japanese guy named Jun Seiba, diminutive and shy. When we met up in Tokyo, we listened to beats in his minivan. I was impressed by his simple yet soulful layering of samples and chopped drums. You can always tell how good the producer is instantly by listening to the drum track. That day we played each other's music and parted ways. As I listened more to Nujabes' beat tape, one song really stood out. I'm picky when it comes to choosing beats because I really want to be inspired, and envisioning your voice on a track is much like predicting the future. The space will invite you inside so you can place your vocals in it. When I contacted Nujabes about the particular beat, he mentioned that Pace Rock had already taken interest, so I would have to take it up with him. Unlike the other collaborators of Nujabes, I already had a friendship with Pace Rock. We had recorded together in Ohio for a 5Ds project, and he was gracious enough to let me have the track. Maybe he understood how badly I wanted it, but I can't help but think what if he had said no? I would be forever grateful to him for that. When I told Nujabes I got the blessing, he was genuinely surprised, but nonetheless it paved the way for our first collaborative record. Nujabes released a lot of records as the head of Hideout Productions and Guinness Records, record shop in the heart of Shibuya. As a 90s hip-hop head, pressing 12-inch vinyl was a big deal to us. It was the only way to gauge if the song was a hit or miss. Oh, how times have changed. Lovesick, 2001. I remember recording the vocals to Lovesick on a Roland VS1640 and an Octava mic, which I still use, at my home studio in El Cerrito. As noted, the song is a simple letter from a 25-year-old rapper. It was a departure from my usual style, but a return to poetry I'd written back in high school. In essence, rap is a form of creative writing and storytelling at its best. I was building a character that spoke in idioms and riddles, but also a narrative that you can relate to by reading between the rhymes. After listening back to the song, I wasn't sure about my delivery, but it didn't really matter either. I was living the moment. The importance of the Scratch DJ to the entire Lovesick series cannot be overstated. It was ingrained on me from early on that having a good scratch to a rap song is key, so I took the time to select the samples from various sources. Of course, we only use vinyl records without exceptions, which enhances the analog aesthetic that Nujabes adhered to. For my first record, DJ Top Bill got on the decks. I took samples from a comedy record and a rap song, easily recognizable, and also featured some vocals from Intense that was on Top Bill Billion Dollar Banks, a battle break record pressed by Top Bill. It's always a nice return of investment when you can feature a scratch from your own pressings. For the cover art, I was travelling to the island of Yakushima with artist Amuse, and he snapped a photo of me holding a dog with my friend Mr. Kurotobi. Amuse was nice enough to send me a print of that photo, which I scanned along with my rhyme book on the back cover, put my tag on it, and it was done. Lovesick Part 2, 2002. September 11, 2001. That week I was scheduled to fly back to California when the world shut down for a week. I ended up postponing my trip home, and decided to work on music in Tokyo instead. While I was focusing on writing my Japanese album, Nujabes emailed me another track. It was a nice release from the task at hand, and the vibe inspired me to write what I was feeling towards the world. The first line came naturally, once again now. It wasn't too commonplace to have a series in a rap song, but it felt it was only appropriate to title it as a sequel for a letter, as if I was writing someone that I had lost touch with. I recorded the vocals in Shibuya, and DJ Die Nasty came in for the cuts. Technically he was my first live DJ back in San Francisco. His rhythm is impeccable. We used an a cappella by Ja Earl from my previous Japanese album, along with other samples. For the cover I asked Sayu, a young graffiti artist. His sister had emailed me out of the blue to introduce me to him. He was a quiet character, but his sensitive touch matched nicely with the song. The finished artwork, also the cover of this CD, which we rescanned to preserve the original tones, presented a unique look. He would go on to do more covers for Nujabes, and I believe that SYU started a lasting trend with watercolours and feminine motifs for record covers. Lovesick Part 3, 2004. It seemed as if we had struck a chord with Part 2, and Nujabes would mention working on the next instalment. I was mostly in Oakland at the time, so we would exchange emails. When I received the next instrumental for Part 3, I just wanted to speak about the power of music, and the fact that we need to go back to our roots to discover it. DJ A1, currently Spin Master A1, recorded the scratches in my studio using odd records that I have a healthy collection of, and we knocked it out pretty quickly. I structured the song so that the second verse would mirror the first, a technique I used previously for a song called Pearl Harbor, and the third verse would round it out. At this time, Nujabes decided to include Part 3 on CD, Modal Soul, and postponed plans to press the single, and he left the third verse out. Although he mentioned that the full verse will be on the 12-inch, it didn't materialise then. My friend's blog leaked the full version, and Nujabes was none too pleased. However, I would convince him that there were many fans worldwide who were fully behind the series concept, and that we shouldn't deprive them from concept. In the end, he folded, and that was an example of us working out our differences. Jeff Resurrection, aka Jeff the Beatbox Prince, was a young, talented musician. In late 2009, Jeff's family contacted me that he was bedridden with terminal cancer and he would like to meet me. Coincidentally, he lived very close to my home in Los Angeles and had even attended my show at Citrus College. He requested that I sing Lovesick Part 3, but it wasn't a part of my repertoire, so I performed Battle Cry and Lovesick Part 2 with my friend Cav 3. Coincidentally, the word resurrection is scratched at the beginning of Part 3. I'm sure he was aware of that. In the end, he passed away in January of 2010. And Nujabes offered his condolences as well as I was in touch with him for the instrumental of Part 3. I was heartbroken of the loss, but also a renewed sense of commitment to perform the Lovesick series. In February, I re-recorded Part 3 with a band, released an a cappella as a tribute to Jeff, unaware that I would never hear from Nujabes again. 10 years have passed since the recording of Part 3. We finally released the 12-inch. I wanted to update the takes, so we recorded vocals at Nujabes' studio in Kamakura and mixed and mastered for vinyl at M's Disc in Tokyo. For the B-side, we enlisted the help of Australian producer Taku. He had released a tribute beat series for Nujabes, and we met up in Hawaii and became good mates. He was very open to contributing a remix for the project, and he did an excellent job. Lovesick Part 4, 2011. Around 2008, we started talking about adding another part to the Lovesick series. When we met at his studio in Shibuya, I told Nujabes, I already feel the series is complete, so I don't want to add another part, but I'd be up for it if you give me 3 more instrumentals that I can't refuse. It was a bold statement on my part, but I wanted to challenge him as a friend. I'm sure that I gave him a hard time about it, as I heard jokingly from his peers, but after a while he sent me a message that he was ready. He had started working with a lot of musicians, including Uyama Hiroto. Among the beats he sent me, 2 of them would become Part 4 and Part 5. When Nujabes passed away unexpectedly in February of 2010, I had the chorus sitting around for a long time, so I finished up the verses and recorded the song at Nujabes' studio. The unfinished songs gave me the motivation to finish the work at his place, which Hideout has kept around. This ritual to record in Kamakura will continue for the rest of the series. The scratches for Part 4 was done by another longtime collaborator, DJ Icewater. His scratching technique and touch is world class. I gathered spoken word records that I had found in LA, Portland, and Seattle. Then Icewater chipped in his 2 cents as well. FJD contributed great cover art for parts 4 and 6, 426. His art enhances the feel of the new trilogy, which represents encounter, parting, and reuniting. It was also our hope that by relaunching the series, we can go back to the essence and fun memories of making music for the passion, regardless of how commercialized the genre has become. Lovesick Part 5, 2012. The beat for Part 5 was initially intended for a separate collaboration, but after meeting Jeff I wanted to use a somber feel for Part 5. Initially Nujabes rejected the idea to use the beat for Part 5, citing it was indeed too dark, but eventually he agreed. I really wanted it to be a serious departure from the harmonic atmosphere that surrounded the series and make the last part a spiritual one, but obviously the turn of events made it much more intense. I had already finished the first verse about Jeff when I received the news of Nujabes' passing, and while being overwhelmed by the outpouring of condolences from all around the world for Jun, I finished the second half of Part 5, so now the 2 events were represented in the verses. We recorded the vocals in Kamakura and found scratch samples from Nujabes's vinyl collection. Spin Master A1 laid down the cuts. When the pieces fit perfectly, there's always a strange sense of serendipity. I'm sure all artists can attest to that. Those are moments that remind us why we fell in love with creating. Lovesick Grand Finale, 2013. In the spring of 2010, when I visited Tribe Records, a floor beneath Guinness, both gone now, Takumi, then manager for Hideout, told me that there was a song called Lovesick Grand Finale they had discovered in his cell phone. I was quite shocked and he played me the loop inside the store. It was a simple loop, but I instantly knew that we had to finish it. The only reason that he hadn't sent me the beat was because he was a perfectionist. If I had seen him more, we could have developed the foundation together. For the last 3 parts, I exchanged data with Uyama Hiroto to finish the mix. He laid down a lot of layers to replace the samples, but the hip-hop feel is preserved. Nujabes's beats are not complex, the drum pattern's deceptively simple, but the mixing process is quite sensitively tailored to each part. Uyama has been literally instrumental in finishing up the new trilogy, and also love the remix he did for part 6, for which we did a music video, the only official music video among the entire series. The video was directed by Kimi Tanaka, shot at the Kamakura studio, and when we finished shooting the last scene, I felt a sense of real peace in the silence. Scratching duties for the main and remix version went to DJ Ko, who also did the cuts for FILO years ago. We also went through Nujabes's records to pick out samples and string together a nice sentence for the finale. It's amazing to this day that Hideout music has never been officially distributed internationally, but the internet connected us. The Lovesick Hexalogy has been received by many listeners worldwide. Despite initial releases limited to vinyl copies, we've managed to reach all corners of the world, and younger generations keep discovering our music. I've performed the songs with many DJs and live bands, and it never feels repetitive. I sincerely hope to meet more of you in the live performance setting. Perfect Circle, 2004 to 2014. This CD contains a bonus track called Perfect Circle, which we also finished in Kamakura. This instrumental was sent to me in 2004, already with a title and a concept. It could have been a figurative phrase or referencing Earth. I finished writing to it but never recorded, as no immediate plans were made. I used the instrumental for a fada board demonstration with Nujabes's permission, but I couldn't reveal the source then. The existence of the song was somewhat of a mystery to us, including his brother Mao, who currently is in charge of Hideout, and SYU, who was asked to work on the artwork for it. So at the request of Hideout, we set out to excavate the session and breathe life into a sleeping beauty. Personally, I made it a point to not alter any of the lyrics, as I wanted to preserve the feel of what it would have sounded like had we finished the song then. The scratches are by DJ Ko, and again we stumbled upon the perfect phrase that matched the pitch of the beat. It made us smile as if we were still discovering the joy of working with Nujabes. For the vinyl release, SYU created a new piece of art, with Uwe Lu, another Nujabes fan, producing a fresh remix.
Nujabes. You jobbers. As me and the boys call it. New jobbers.
Yeah. It will indeed. I will catch you guys tomorrow for more video games, more Neo 1. You guys gotta... If I start stream, can you guys be like, pause, did you do the dishes? So I need to do the dishes tomorrow morning, because no one else will. Tomorrow we have seared beef steak and fresh chimichurri. I did remember to defrost the steak this time, or at least put it in the fridge, so that is what dinner will be tomorrow. If I actually catch you in the morning, yes, true. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. I will catch you guys tomorrow.
In New York.
I'm actually late to my hangout with my friends, so I should probably just force the raid now. Oh, never mind. Chibi's not even in there. Fuck him.
Yo. Fuck.
It's fucked up. It is fucked up, Jared.